Hey teens, happy Thursday. It's Jen at Polk County Public Libraries, and we are going to do a STEM project today. We are going to make bath bombs or bath fizzies. So this is also a take and make project, so come pick up your free take and make bag at Columbus Library or Saluda Library and follow along with this video to make your bath bombs. So in your take and make bag, there are 4 different things. We have citric acid, there's 2 tablespoons of that, a 1/4 cup of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of Epsom salts, and 2 little Easter eggs that we're going to use as our molds. So if you got your take and make bag, you don't need to measure these out, but if you're following along from home and using your own ingredients, you will need a tablespoon and a 1/4 cup to measure those out, unless you want to make more of the recipe, double it or triple it to make more bath bombs, and then you will have to do that math yourself to see what measuring cups and spoons you need. All right, then everyone who's doing this will need a bowl. I like to use a fork and a spoon to mix the ingredients together. If you're making this small quantity that came in the take and make bag, you will need a 1/4 teaspoon and a 1/2 teaspoon. And then you'll need some kind of oil, coconut oil or olive oil. You'll need a little bit of water. So I just have a cup of water here. And then some essential oil if you have it. So this is what is going to give it the scent. If you don't have essential oil, you can still make a bath bomb. Just won't have that lovely scent. All right, so what we do is we start by putting our 3 dry ingredients together. So those are the ones that are in your take and make bag. So you're gonna take your 2 tablespoons of Epsom salt, and I already have that measured out here. This is what helps soothe those tired muscles when you put the bath bomb in the bath. You also have a little container of citric acid, and that container has 2 tablespoons of it as well. I bought this off Amazon if anybody wants to make more and is wondering where you can get it. Probably get it at most craft stores as well. All right, baking soda, you're gonna want a 1/4 cup. All right, a little bit more. All right, so those are my dry ingredients. And I'll mix those together with a fork. While I'm doing that, I will tell you how this is a STEM project, how this is science. Well, first off, it's math because we're doing measuring. And it is also science. It is chemistry. So when you put your bath bomb in the water, it fizzes, right? That is the baking soda and citric acid reacting to make carbon dioxide bubbles. So it's an acid-based reaction because the baking soda is a weak base and the citric acid is a weak acid. So I learned something new from this project too. All right, so you'll mix your dry ingredients together. I actually forgot to get another cup to mix my wet ingredients, but I have this little empty cup, which you will also have if you got a take and make bag. And the wet ingredients, there's not very much, so it will fit in this little cup. So for your water, you just want a 1/4 teaspoon of water. All right, for your essential oil, and I picked lavender essential oil. That is a relaxing one, so you might want to pick lavender if you take baths in the evening. If you are going to take a bath in the morning, you might want something that would pep you up more, like lemongrass. All right, so for your essential oil, you can put a 1/4 teaspoon, and this is the kind that has the lid that makes it come out really slowly. So you shake it up a lot. Smells very nice though. All right. And then last, you're gonna get your oil. So your olive oil, your coconut oil, and you're going to do 3/4 of a teaspoon. So 1/2 plus 1/4 is 3/4. So I'll use both those measuring spoons. And see, it's just a tiny bit of liquid that we're going to pour into all of this dry. Oh no. Olive oil on my new shirt. It washes out, right? I hope so. Like my new Pete the Cat shirt, it's pretty sweet. All right. So the key to this is you want to add just a tiny bit of the liquid and mix it into the dry ingredients, because remember what I said, when it comes into contact with water, it reacts. So we don't want it to react yet. We want it to react when we put it in the bath. So we're just going to pour a tiny little amount and mix it up. And this is what I like the fork for. It really gets it mixed together. All right, another tiny little bit. Just so you're getting it moist. You're not causing it to react too much yet. So this is a total of just 1.5 teaspoons that we're putting in. Half a cup of dry ingredients, if I did my math right. All right, I'm gonna get the very last of it. You can see it fizzes a little. You want to stir it up, stop that fizzing. Save that fizzing for the bathtub. All right, so when you have it nice and mixed up, you have your 2 Easter eggs that we're going to use as our molds. So these are going to expand a little after you put them in the molds. So you don't want to fill them up too much. If you do, and the mold ends up kind of popping open and there's a little bit seeping out of the side, that's okay. Just kind of use your finger to get it off and leave it in there to harden a little longer. All right, so you'll take your Easter egg and you'll pack in both sides. Like I said, you don't want to overpack it because it will expand. All right, and then you're going to close your Easter egg up nice and tight. This is a little bit of a messy project, so you will need to wash your hands ahead of time. You might want to use a tablecloth, and don't be like me and wear a brand new shirt. Maybe wear a smock or something in case you spill something. This Easter egg is really not cooperating. There we go. All right. And then you should have enough to fill up both of your Easter eggs and then some. Don't fill it all the way up. All right. Pack it down and close it back up. All right, then you're gonna want to let these sit for a while. I would say at least 24 hours. So that way it really molds, it really sticks together, and it's going to stay as like a circular oval shape. So it can be nice and pretty when you put it in the bath. You will want to wrap it up in like a Ziploc bag. These are really difficult. A Ziploc bag or some saran wrap after you take it out of the egg. If you want to give it to someone as a gift, I promise this will stick together eventually. If you're just keeping it for yourself, you could just leave it in the Easter egg for at least 24 hours or until you are ready to use it. Oh my gosh, will you close already? And like I said, there we go. Told you I'd get it eventually. If it starts expanding and the Easter egg pops open a little, just use your finger to close it off and wait 24 hours, and then you will have some soothing bath bombs. Enjoy.